Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to Where the Road Rises, Law, Lessons, Legacy, a show sharing powerful tools for you and those you love. Today, we continue our lessons in personal inspirational. Several weeks ago, I introduced you to Back Pocket Skills, an award-winning self-help program I designed in 2013 to help my clients, students, and audiences make peace with the past, create a vision for the future, and get into action towards their goals. On that show, we overviewed the entire program and discussed skill number 1, practicing gratitude, and skill number 2, banishing blame. Today, we tackle skill number 3, you are a genius, number 4, expect miracles, and 5, lights, camera, action. So pull up a chair, we've been waiting for you. Skill number 3, you are a genius. I don't know if you are destined for greatness, but I believe you are capable of greatness. If Einstein, Gandhi, Steve Jobs, Sandberg, Malala, Bill Gates were destined for greatness, then so were you. If they were just human beings who had a vision, believed in it, worked at it, and were successful, then you can do so too. Brain scientist Jill Bolt-Taylor says all human DNA is 99.9% the same. There is no us in them. The fabulously wealthy and the wildly successful are made up of the exact same human material as you are. They breathe the same air, have the same 24 hours in a day. You can do what anyone else has done, or more significantly, you can do whatever it is you want to do. The vision of what you want is key, for therein lies the ability. What you want to do is what you will be good at. There are a million manifestations of human capacity, so absence of a particular talent means nothing. Without a doubt, there is something you will be just fabulous at and highly successful in. The British Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli said, most people will take their skills and talents, their music, their genius to the grave, without it ever seeing the light of day. The raw material of your genius is your birthright. Like Michelangelo's David, your dream is there in the marble. You just have to chip away the excess form. So what is that excess form? What holds you back? Why don't you recognize your genius? The problem and the solution lie once again inside you. Listen really closely now. This is a key turning point in the program. Before you can make any significant change in your life, you must look within, examine the lens through which you view the world, and determine how that view limits you. This is what landmark education calls blind spots. How you see reality grows out of your frame of reference. Small changes in your life come from changing your attitude and behavior, but as Stephen Covey says, attitudes and behavior are only side effects of your deeper patterns. The massive changes come from changing your worldview, your paradigm, your deeply held beliefs. Stephen Covey captures this concept beautifully with his image of the roadmap. You're trying to find a point in Chicago with a map of Chicago, or so you think. You should have no problem, right? Except that the printer has made a mistake. And while the map says Chicago at the top, it is really a street map of Detroit. No amount of diligence is going to get you to a destination in Chicago using a roadmap of Detroit. No behavioral change, no positive thinking, no attitude adjustment will work. The first time I heard this concept, it was stunning to me. It was one of those road to Damascus moments of brilliance and clarity. The faulty map represents your deeply held beliefs. You're not going to get to where you want to go if your map is wrong. Your business plan might say, I am going to create a successful business or company. Your cutting-edge resume may say, I am qualified for this sterling position. But your map, your lens, your underlying belief is really saying, I can't succeed, I'm not smart, our people have never prospered, I'm not going to get hired, I'll never get the promotion. The bad news is you cannot win unless you change the map. But the good news is the map can be changed. The map is not the territory. The map is just a mishmash of what other people have led you to believe. You are the territory. You are perfect. You just need to change the map. So how do you draw a new map? Change your lens, your patterns. Becoming aware is the first step. Recognizing how you perceive, understand, and interpret the world. Then take responsibility for your perceptions. Examine them. Test them against reality. Listen to others. Be open to their perceptions. Become more objective. Read, research. Study those who have done what it is that you want to do. I grew up under many of the conditions that lead to poverty thinking, perceptions of worthlessness, lack of entitlement. As my regular viewers know, I grew up rural, poor, one of 12 children on a small farm in Ireland. My parents didn't have running water, inside plumbing, or electricity when I was born. My first school was called the Hen House because it was little more than a hut. I was also Catholic, widely considered the underclass in the Protestant-dominated, British-occupied Northern Ireland. I know firsthand how crushing this feeling of inferiority can be and how hard it is to shake. But I am here to tell you it can be shaken. The legacy of a difficult childhood, the wounds of broken relationships, feelings of shame, blame, inadequacy, frustration, and rage can all be lanced and dispelled. And for those of us that go within, peel back the layers, do the work, clear that lens and forge ahead, the prize is even greater. For adversities become powerful stepping stones, advancing you higher and higher. Scar tissue, remember, is more resilient than normal tissue, and the bone is stronger when it heals in the broken part. Skill number 4 is expect miracles. Be at all times wide open to opportunity. Expect miracles and dwell in possibility. I love the Dr. Seuss story, McGilligan's Pool, where young Marco teaches the farmer a lesson and possibilities. You never can tell what goes on down below. This pool might be bigger than you or I know. A belief in possibility is key, a key skill, because so often we get in life what we come to expect. If we expect the best, we have a funny habit of getting it. There is a story in folklore of a farmer sitting on a gate between two villages. He's approached by a traveler who has left one village, stops to ask the farmer what the upcoming village is like. The farmer inquires about the traveler's experience in the last village he visited. The traveler complains that the people were rude and unfriendly. They didn't offer him food or shelter, and his visit there was a miserable experience. The farmer said, "Unfortunately, you will find the people in the upcoming village very similar." A little later, another traveler approached the farmer about the upcoming village, and the farmer asked him the same question. The traveler enthused the people in the village he had left behind were extraordinarily friendly. They offered him warmth and welcome, food, shelter, and gifts, made his stay a wonderful experience. To which the farmer replied, yes, you've guessed it. You'll find the people in the upcoming village very similar. We create our experience in large part by our expectations and behavior, things we can change. If you have a great expectation, a burning desire, a refusal to accept anything but the result you seek, it has a way of happening. Some call this the law of attraction, some call it creative visualization, some call it luck, but it is not woo-woo. It has been proven scientifically that those who have a dream, expect to win, find things, get offered great business deals, they're on the alert and in tune to opportunities that others, not expecting them, miss. There's a great book on this subject called The Luck Factor by Dr. Richard Wiseman. We are more likely to approach someone with an idea or a proposal, an opportunity, if they're bright, optimistic, open, and happy. Expect miracles for your life. Visualize your ideal life with no barriers or limitations. An important step in moving towards your ideal life is thinking about it, seeing, feeling, believing in the transformation. It has been said we become what we think about all day long, that what we focus on expands. Think then about where you want to go, not where you're stuck. See in detail what you want. Think about achieving it. Do not entertain any notion of failure. Wayne Dyer talks about keeping the inner candle burning, unwavering, letting nothing dissuade you from getting to where you want to go. In addition to visualizing, feel your success. Act as if you've already achieved it. Stuart Wilde tells us if we want a Mercedes, go to the dealership, smell the leather, join the fraternity, order the magazine, join the association, dress for the position, declare yourself in. As you create your vision, leave room for the great unknown. Leave room for the fabulous things that come into your life that you do not have the imagination now to dream of at this time. I also encourage you to commit to paper your goals and dreams. There is tremendous power in the written word. Writing goals down makes them more real, not only to you, but I believe the muses, angels, God, the universe, the collective unconscious. Call it what you will, but something picks them up and runs with them. Every year in January, prompted by Sarah Bunburnach's Simple Abundance, I write down my New Year aspirations for the year ahead. And every year I am amazed at how clearly my aspirations morph into my life fully formed. One year in January, I wrote of giving birth to a children's story in September. Instead, I gave birth to an unplanned real-life baby boy. So be careful how you word your aspirations. Watch your sentence structure. The muses may not be wearing their reading glasses. You might get more than you bargained for. Writing also has therapeutic value. Emily Dickinson said, I shall write myself well. You can organize your scattered thoughts, figure out where you are, elucidate and clarify your life writing through it. I highly recommend it. And the journal of your life will become more valuable as you grow. I have journaled my life since I was 12, and when I look back, I can see clearly the steps, the stages, the growth, the progress, the evolution of self. Our next skill, number 5, is take action. It's an essential, necessary skill to success. I wish I could say there was a quick fix with these skills and magical transformation, but there is no one that I know of outside Hogwarts. Action has to be taken by you while others sleep. You have to go the extra mile. There's a saying in the law, justice delayed is justice denied, and I believe the same applies to our plans. Dreams delayed are dreams denied. Tomorrow never comes. Monday will be no different when it gets here, and the summer does not present this extra block of time. So start today with some small step towards your goal and get help. Join or form a group of like-minded people who want to work towards a goal. You help each other with support, encouragement, and resources. I teach an 8-week success team workshop based on the work of Barbara Sher. The team work through a wonderful program where they identify their goal, create a backwards flow chart of how they will achieve that goal, get those steps into a goal calendar, and just get going. Each week, the team members are accountable for their progress to each other, for their progress towards their goals, and they support, encourage, and help each other. I cannot stress enough the importance of accountability. Dates and deadlines. No great work, I believe, is ever achieved or goals met without deadlines. Working in a group heightens your energy. You start oscillating on a higher frequency and your progress speeds up. Synchronicity shimmers in your life and amazing things start happening. You cannot get through a morning without something positive attaching to the orbit of your swirling ideas, joining the gravity of your plans, your schemes and projects. Energy attracts energy. Success attracts success. You have all heard, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Luck is where preparation meets opportunity. My mother's favorite expression was money to money flies. You have all experienced this on some level. You can create anything. There is no limitation. The only limitation is your own imagination and energy, especially when you're working towards something you love, that you're good at. It's not even work anymore. It's a labor of love. Do you still need to be diligent? Yes. Do you need to write a proposal of an evening when you might rather watch television? Absolutely, that'll happen. The key is to keep taking small, manageable steps. Keep your eye on the ball and enjoy the ride. Don't be afraid to change direction. Revise, amend as you go, but don't stop because you feel it's not going to work. It truly, truly is darkest before dawn. You might be a foot from the gold. The breakthrough is just around the corner. If finding time to work on your project, your novel, your poems, your horse farm, whatever your goal is, if time's the problem, work first in time. John Lennon said that life was what happened when we were making other plans. Figure out your time thieves. Try to eliminate them. When I decided to create this program while I still had young children and a busy practice, I cut out TV completely in the evening after my children were in bed. I knew it was worth it to pursue my music, my gift to the world. Time management is not a sacrifice because you will love ultimately your project and thrill with your progress. But initially, it is a discipline. It's great to expand your mind with a documentary, laugh along with a sitcom. But just remember, while you're watching, you are investing in someone else's music, the fruits of someone else's labor. Someone had the idea, worked on the script, brainstormed the ad concept. You invest time in the development of your own music. It's just as valuable. Napoleon Hill reminds us we have 24 hours in a day, 8 to sleep, 8 to work, and 8 for our own pursuits. Now, while we're raising children, maybe caring for a parent, a spouse, taking exams, working 2 jobs. You may not have 8 realistically, but you have 1 or 2 hours you can carve from your night or morning, from your day when no one owns a piece of your time. And you have the internet, which Napoleon Hill could not have dreamed of. That cuts out several hours right there. We will adjourn here for today. Join me for the final session on back pocket skills when we discuss skill number 6, lights and shadows, number 7, banishing fear and worry, number 8, love and kindness, and finally, skill number 9, this amazing life. Meanwhile, you can learn more at backpocketskills.com, or as always, you can reach me right here in your own backyard at Kerlin, Walsh. Until next time, goodbye.